Hello again, industrialists. We are back with Rise of Industry 2, and we're still in Milwaukee. We are building out our massive farming empire here. Now, I will say what's actually occurred is we are 1 year after the last video I posted. I did this with one of the other campaigns as well, is that I recorded about an hour of gameplay and just kind of felt like hadn't kind of done enough interesting things that made it feel like it was worth. I don't know. It just didn't feel like that exciting, and but now I've actually sort of built up a lot more industry, so we can kind of see some more things. So I don't know, if anyone actually cares about missing, some build up, but it just feels like now, we're really into that kind of mid to end game of a given level, and a lot more's going on, and it's just kind of fun seeing it all built out there. I don't know if this will actually even take a full episode to finish. I haven't looked at it for a bit, but yeah. So, I guess some new things or things that were definitely not in place since last time. We built out even more of our farming. You can see actually, I think we're stable. The real, the icons you're seeing everywhere is storage full. So again, I'm not too bothered about, or I'm not bothered about raw storage filling as much as if any production is backing up. Um, but yeah, mostly it's just storage full. We've got potash over here. We've got sand, which we didn't have last time I, um, you know, recorded this. All of our farms we've got full with a lot of barley here. Way too much barley. In fact, um, yeah, I've restricted these to corn because I think we overfilled on barley and it would make it hard to actually farm the corn. Yeah, so we were getting into glass when I last stopped this save. The reason being that where are we now? So we completed our first our mass production beer. We've almost completed our craft beer. It is just waiting on bottles, which is why we are getting into our glass production. In the meantime, we received our water investor, and that's a very easy one to fulfill. You just got to have enough water pumping. Another guy showed up with wanting glass, which is totally fine, since that's exactly what we're making for our bottles anyway. I suppose the idea being here is that we could have got into um, bottle production by buying the glass, I suppose, but we went with let's just start manufacturing glass. We've got so much money, as you can see, 2.5 million. You hit that point in it where the challenge now is really, whether you want to call it challenge, it's really just build and scale and scale. It's hard to kind of really start losing money. And then another investor showed up wanting whiskey and vodka, which is an entirely different sort of chain. Somewhat, obviously, with our bottle making, we'll be set, but we might have to raise some other crops. Might be worth actually doing that relatively, like looking at what those crops are because of the seasonality and not having to wait that out. But yeah, anything else to tour you around? We've really ramped up a lot on the logistical research again. So you can see we've got a lot of extra construction yards here. We can now build all the expanded power lines and water. We can build expanded loading facilities, and we have some conveyors running in certain spots where we're transmitting more. You can see a ton of truck convoys coming in there, but even this conveyor should be saving on some trucks there. We are actually, in fact, on our waste processing, we are storing all the different byproducts and processing them, I believe. Liquid, are we processing liquid? The fertilizer doesn't. Solid, we're doing solids and fertilizer. I don't think we're actually processing liquid yet. But we can get to that. Yeah. I don't even remember if last time, I know we were making aluminum last time, but we're now, for our glass, we are, we have chemical productions going where we're essentially processing our potash into soda, which we will be using for glass, I believe. Actually say that. Yeah, glass requires sand and soda. That's why we have our glass, or our sand pit going as well. So actually, let's go ahead and let's get that glass up and running. I think where I last cut off was that all of our waste had been built up, and we'd hit that point where everything was kind of everything was shutting down because of our byproducts. But now I think our byproducts are under control. We've got 200 barrels of liquid. I assume that doesn't include at the waste. Yeah, it does, which is not very useful because less care about that. But yeah, so electric is a bit of a build-up. Supposedly should be decreasing. Our agricultural, yep, no agricultural build-up anywhere now. Actually, let's reduce. Alcohol's at 20. It seems like that's a little high. Sending out 12. That might be right, actually. Agricultural processing. So that's primarily our corn syrup. Oil presses. Yeah, we haven't actually done any of this, so we could make vegetable oil, which was in one of the production lines. But the corn syrup makes 12 every 16 days. So it's still like under 1. So really, yeah, I don't see how we should be building up more than, in terms of factories here, yeah, we should only really be building up, you know, at most 2. So let's turn that way down then. I think I had all this waste going out just because, you know, we had... Let's do 3 just to be safe, I suppose. But yeah, you know. Alright, so yeah, glass is definitely the one hanging out, waiting to get together. So let's do that now. Okay, so 10 sand, 1 soda. Of course, an autosave happens. Alright, so soda production, how are we looking? Making 6, yeah. And so glass, then the next question is how much glass do we actually need to make, really? So only 1 soda is needed for 5 glass, and only 1 glass is needed for 4 bottles. So, so from a bottle perspective, we want to be making 5 bottles. So that's just 1 glass needed there. For our glass making here, they want 10 glass. So I think we're going to be wanting for 10 glass. Yeah, we're just going to want 2 of these really set up. And that's without any other added efficiencies, obviously. Let's... yeah, we've kind of crossed over into the water facility, although I believe the water facility is kind of done. There's not really any more available water pumps there, so I don't think I care about encroaching on it. So let's just get that power out of the way. I feel like maybe something like sending it along the water line here, and then have it meet back up. Yeah, so let's get that built, and then we can get rid of this power line. We now have 3 power crews, I believe, so that gets built pretty quick. And let's go ahead and delete those lines. Oh my god. Wow. That was some genius move there. So I just deleted the very lines I made. Little ghost crew. That was very amusing. Okay, delete. Power line. Right to there. Yeah, that's connected. Okay. Now, what is going on there? Did they never hook that up, maybe? It's a funny little... Huh. Or did I just disconnect it? Maybe I just disconnected it. We'll hook you up. You're not too much in the way. Alright, I just never care about those when they change their contract. We have enough buffer that a small change in contract doesn't tend to matter. Okay, so glass manufacturing. So I always put in utilities first, then loaders. Okay, so yeah, sure. Let's do down here, I suppose. Alright, and then our storage. So for glass, it's going to want soda and sand, so it needs minerals and industrial. So yeah, we'll start building up over here, why not? Minerals and industrial. And then let's throw in our loaders. We've got a road right here, so we'll put 2 big loaders in. Interestingly with the minerals, yeah, sand is a long way away, and that's unfortunately the main thing we have to send over. We could theoretically send the soda over a conveyor. Might do that. Yeah, why not? Yeah, I think we will. So I'm gonna put a conveyor over here. And a conveyor over here. They can go up against the... I suppose it would have been... ooh, can it fit there? No. Actually, let's get rid of this power line connector and put that on this side, because it doesn't matter what side it's on, and the conveyor is closer on the other way. Okay, and then conveyor over here. Unfortunately, the conveyor is treated like you have to be in the specific section. Alright, and then conveyor section should be able to just come on over here quite easily. Yeah. Alright. Funding. Oh, another... okay, soft power. Soft drink production. Okay. Cool. We'll look at that. Alright, so that's all of our loaders and stuff, so let's get those going. Maybe that. And if we need... kind of feel like maybe... yeah, actually we'll do that, and we'll... so we have more build room here, I guess. Alright. And then let's build to our storage as well. Okay, so now... oh, out of workers again. This happens very frequently. Okay. So we just want 2 glass manufacturers, I believe. We will be making bottles soon as well with that glass, yeah. So we're going to be making 10 glass. We're only going to be consuming 2 of it for now. Well, actually, no, I don't know how many bottles we need. So we needed 5 bottles. So, yeah. So we'll be using 2 glass of the 10 we're making. So we just need to figure out what's the other 8, I suppose. Alright, so yeah, glass 1 there. Will another one fit? That's always cool. Okay. And then I guess we could go right into the bottles too. We'll let the glass finish being made. I don't know if we need the research, honestly. Probably don't. Oh, the instance in the mines. Which one? Potash. We're maxed out. Yeah, so we can afford it. I thought we were. Actually, maybe we're not. Oh, we're not. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, that was not smart. Got 2 weeks where we'll have no potash. But hopefully the potash chain is not that critical. Delivery 2. Thanks for not telling me where it's going. Ugh. Goes to chemical production. So I think that's just making the soda. How are our soda? Soda, we're pretty good. We're pretty good. Okay. So it should be okay. It just... Alright, and then, yeah, funding. Okay. So once the glass is built, we'll have our glass underway. Oh, let's get the, and then we need to get the materials in. Sure how... Yeah, we can use the wonky road. Okay, so let's start sending over 20 sand from our sand pit over here and to our glass. And we'll send over this soda. It's only 2 for the conveyor, but you know, we might expand that, so it's fine. So let's get that going. And of course it's waiting for these guys. Oh. Why can't I set it? Usually you can prioritize it. Alright, well, they're almost done anyway. And, yeah. There we go. Alright, so let's send over... I mean, it only needs the 2 soda. I guess we could... Huh? Is this connected to chemicals? What is going on there? Oh, it's soda's... Soda liquid? Am I crazy? Soda is liquid. Ha! So you can't send liquid by conveyor. I guess... And you can't send it by pipeline. This is the one thing you can't send by pipeline. So there's no real speed one for this. Okay, well. You know what? I'm going to do a little one since the soda was pretty low. Oh, it doesn't quite... Oh, it's in the wrong spot. Okay. That was a whole waste of time then. Fine. Do I have tank loaders here? I do. Okay, so... Oh, I've just hit that UI problem where it breaks. Just trying to think, so industrial loading. Yeah, I didn't need that industrial storage either, I needed a tank, didn't I? Well, I guess I'll need industrial storage for the glass, okay. Alright, so let's get a tank made. And we need a tank loader, and so I'm going to get rid of this conveyor, since that's not going to be used. And we'll get a tank loader instead. Alright. Let's get that over. One day I'll get it actually right, so that we have everything in place before these factories come online. Alright, so we should be able to deliver the soda now. Soda from chemicals to glass. We just need the 2. We'll just do the 2. Alright. So that should get us our 10 glass. There it goes. And that should get us our... not the bottle one, but that should get us this glass one, I think. So the soda's happening. That is 10, right? 300 divided by 30. So, yeah, let's start making the bottles now that we're making the glass. So, yeah, just need the 5 bottles. I'm just going to go ahead and make... Maybe we just make 10. Well, 8, yeah. Okay. Alright. And we're probably fine with the nice large capacities. We're fine. Electricity is doing okay. We are... How are we making most of our electricity, actually? Mostly coal. Coal, we're completely full on. Yeah, we have a lot of coal built up. So, you know, we could always make another turbine, although we're going to have to probably expand the electric utility. Might be room up here. I've tended to be a little... Yeah, let's expand electric. Towards the right, maybe? We own all the land. Sort of looking for flat land. None of it's great. But this looks like this should have space. So I love this little little expansion building you can build. And then coal. Yeah, it's a bit annoying. It looks like it should fit here, but the power line. So maybe if I actually move the power line, name of this game, move your utility lines everywhere. Oh, I see. So we didn't have a way through over there. So yeah, let's just do a big run of this. Yeah, send it all the way up here. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. All right. And then we can get rid of this cut across, I think. I guess now that we're making bottles, got a new trade show. That has tended to be one of those things that there's not really a lot worth doing. You know, if we knew, oh, what's this? Small bottles. Recent. So why? So we're buying bottles right now because we hadn't been making them. So this usually is because our headquarters is filled up. Yeah, look how many bottles we have. But we can actually turn that off now anyway. So actually, we have a lot of influence with them. So yeah, that's fine. Don't need to make the money. Not that either of it really matters. But yeah, so let's actually turn off bottles altogether. Now that we're making it. And let's start sending those. Well, I say we're making it. Apparently we are about to be. But we have so much bottles built up that it's not going to matter. So, yeah, how many bottles do we have sitting at alcohol? Got 200. Yeah, so right now, we really need to just send everything that's sitting in the headquarters. Yeah, it's going over there. It just can't get there. So, I mean, let's just sort of maybe increase that a tad. Well, we're going to be increasing. Actually, I guess we don't need to increase. That's the other thing is we've made enough of the bottled brews. We don't need to actually increase that. Okay, yeah, we're literally going to just be making a lot of bottles that we don't actually need. But yeah. Okay. This is done. So let's delete this power line here. Alright, and let's put in one more power plant. So I believe we have plenty of coal. Power plants are actually not that expensive coal-wise. Do that. We're going to send the power line, yeah, just down there. And the road, going to have to go up and over. Got a lot of crossings here. It's actually a bit of a shame. It'd be fun to see, like, there's no internal traffic. So these roads, like, are just sort of, you know, an abstraction of, like, needs a connection. But, yeah. How is the coal? So there's plenty of coal sitting in there. How much coal are we sending to electric right now? Sending 20. And we have... It keeps doing this thing where the UI won't pop up for some reason. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So technically we're going to need to send 25 over. And how much coal are we making? We only have 2 mine shafts. We're making 50 coal though. So the claim, well, the claim is we are actually about, we're just going over now. Huh. Interesting. But it's also saying that we only make 34 when we make 50. So that seems like a bug. But either way, yes, this is going to fill up pretty quick. But all in service of our goal. So we should be getting to that one. And we should be getting to the bottles too. Oh, the bottles, yeah, the glass. So both should fulfill as long as there's no outage. So I'm just going to speed up time and let's let the... you can see actually electricity came on just in time. We got to about 98%. So, yeah. I assume we've long since not been buying anything from town. So I guess, well, we can wait this out, or I could deal with this new investor, or like start that work too. I forget how many do we need to IPO? 5 investors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So actually, we're about to win it, I believe. I'll take him on though, because just curious. Oh no, we haven't even come close to fulfilling this guy. So let's take on the other investor. We won't do both of them probably, but it's just nice to have the 2 options and their money. So basically it's between, this one's obviously an easier one because it's just soft drinks, whereas this is a whole bunch of alcohol. Let's have a look at the soft drinks, and we're making cans. I'm sure this is pretty easy. I do wish it wouldn't pause, or there's a way to unpause when you go looking at things. We've never done soft drinks before, so that's kind of interesting. Okay, a lot of ways to make it. So bottles or cans, doesn't matter. Paper or plastic. Dyes. Corn syrup, we're making a lot of corn syrup. Yeah, so probably something like this. Paper would probably require wood, I assume. We don't have any tree farming. But plastic... So that's where we could probably get into... We'll find some vegetable oil. We have no oil. Gas, we are making and burning a little. I wonder how much gas it actually... How much gas does plastic need? 80. It's kind of interesting actually, because we are sending that tiny bit of gas into electricity, which we don't need. So maybe that's... We make some plastic with gas and do that. So we get 4 plastic from 80 gas. Supposedly, assuming this is right. Yeah. You know, we're currently making 240 in gas. So we could make 12 plastic. And we only need the 1 plastic for 4 soft drinks. So how many soft drinks do they want? Uh, 450 over 30. 15 soft drinks. Oh, well, that would need 4. We'll probably do another, try to find someone who can boost, and we'll go for, because I think 3 with the boost should do it. So, yeah, we probably only need 3 plastic. Yeah, okay. So basically picking one of these, and the dyes, chemicals and soda. So, obviously I know we're making soda over at the chemical plant. I think the byproduct of that is chemicals. So apparently we're at and we can make plenty of it. Yeah, because so essentially this potash makes soda and chemicals. We're using a little of the soda, but, we're not using any of the chemicals, I believe. Where are we sending those, if anywhere? Yeah, we're not sending them anywhere right now. So that kind of lines up pretty nicely. How we... Yeah, we have tons of corn syrup. What about can production? I feel like that we're not... Yeah, like cans, we're not massively over. We're sort of just equilibrium. But bottles, I feel like we have a lot of room with those bottles. So I think let's make some soda in bottles. That I think is the way to go. And I assume we don't need... I haven't really looked at the farming. It's pretty bad. Like, I thought we had got to the point where we, we've... As long as we have storage... It's hops farming right now, it is. When does it stop in the winter? Which is... we've got about a month. Like, so how many fields? 20. Let's build, like, 4 more fields. It's hard to get to know exactly how much this produces, but really the key with the farms is just make sure your silos don't fill up. Like, I mean, this one has, but we've got room in others. So, just to sort of try to see you through the full off season. I suppose I'm doing a bad job here because we have that barley problem. Corn did not fill up yet. Alright, there's our Series C. Oh, and that will unlock that. Okay. Yeah, the corn is just leaving. We are not making anywhere near enough corn. Okay, so corn... Oh, that's going to stop very soon, so we've sort of missed that opportunity. Okay, well, either way, we'll see how we go. Yeah, I'm worried about then potentially the corn syrup. I mean, I think, honestly, if we do have a corn syrup problem, I'm just going to reduce our beer production. Because we don't need to keep it up anymore, so... Alright, well, let's go into soda cans then. I'm sure I don't have the research, I assume. Soda. So, I think this is the one we want to do. Oh, annoying. So, paper's required. Can we just buy the paper? Oh, paper's quite expensive. Yeah, wood pulp requires logs, requires a tree field. When do they grow? Is there a way to know without actually making one? Apparently not. Kind of annoying as well. Where does the tree field come from? Tree farming. You need the actual complex for it. Can they grow all year round? I highly doubt they grow in the winter. Alright, again, we've got so much money, I don't think it's going to matter too much. That is annoying though, like I said, I'd rather make the bottles. So, how much are soft drinks? 980. Yeah, I mean, we eat a bunch of profit, but again, who cares? I'm just going to buy the paper. Let's go meet someone. This is where a trade show would be good, but I didn't know I needed it at the time. And if I want to be bugged by it all the time, but there is a building you can build that brings trade shows. Oh, look at that. You can get even faster R&D. I don't need it, but it'd be cool to buy to build it. But yeah, conference center brings trade shows around more often, so let's do it just for fun. Yeah, 50% more frequent. All right. Now, electricity is a bit worried. So I think we just finished out going with glass, yeah. So yeah, just soft drinks should end it for us. Can we do it in this hour? That is my goal. Yeah, electricity really skyrocketed up. So much for plenty of coal. Might need to do yet another one, especially if we're about to build this soft drink facility. Okay, so soft drinks. Back to soft drinks. Yeah, if we want to do bottles, we have to do paper. I'm assuming it's all the same technology. Oh, we already have it. Wow. We already have it all. Okay. Food production. You think it'd be packaging. I guess it's all sort of one big thing. All right, where are we going to put you? I mean, all small amounts. Corn syrup, but that's liquid anyway. Just looking for flat land and not worrying too much about delivery. Maybe over here is fine. Actually, that's really nice and flat, isn't it? Yeah, let's do that. Big expensive plot. Supposedly there's coal all the way over here as well. So could make another power plant with that if we really were running low on coal. I am worried about this electricity. I think we're probably going to need, I don't know, we'll find out. Let's have a look. So food production, we'll start you on this side. We have a main road over here. I think we do. Yeah. All right, so you can go right here. Now, what is this? Is that just land we didn't build? Oh, we didn't buy. Huh. I mean, it's sort of either way is fine. Oh, that's got water in it. Huh. Okay. Well, let's buy that. A lot of water. Okay, maybe we go the other side then. There, electricity went up. Supply went up again. We have some sort of fluctuating supply. I think that's probably with the gas, actually. Yeah, we're definitely going to need. Yeah, we're definitely going to need another coal plant no matter what. Should just go ahead and put that in. How are we doing on the coal again? We said that we are actually. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I see why it wasn't making 50 because it couldn't. It couldn't get the 50 in. Right, like the coal storage had filled up, so it couldn't produce 50. How's this looking? There's the power line. But I'm concerned we can't, yeah, you can't build along power lines, so that's not any good. Might need to go. Unfortunately, the land was quite frustrating right here. Alright, that should do it. Okay, let's do on there, and then power line over there. And then we'll add another 5 going in. Alright. So that should hopefully, that'll come online in plenty of time. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our food production. It was food production, right? Food production, bottling lines. Food production, even though it's drinks. Do that. Let's have a main road coming in along here, I think. Alright, so we've got our utilities along here too, so let's do utilities. And water. Connect those up. And we'll do our loaders. So find the right soda thing. So we were saying bottles. It's this one, right? The bottles. Yeah, corn syrup guy. Okay, bottles. So we're gonna need tankers and industrial is my guess. Oh, food stuff. And the food stuff to actually ship it out. That's the consumer good. Okay, so let's throw you guys over here. So industrial. Industrial food, tanks. Might do 2 tanks just for the hell of it. And actually, there's probably byproducts. No byproduct. Okay, so let's set this one to corn syrup. Oh, so the other thing, the dyes. Are dyes industrial? Surely dyes are storage tanks. Yeah. I'm just, it didn't have it as an option. Yeah, tanks, storage tanks. Unless I'm blind, there is no dye as an option to, oh, there. Weird. Okay. Yeah, I just like the idea of, like, let's have one for each. Okay. Um, okay. And then we need loading. So again, well, the conveyors coming over here are going to be, yeah, it's like, that's all liquid coming from the long distance, so yeah. Could maybe do, I don't know, paper. Huh. I don't think he has any more investor goals for me, but sure. Buildings and headquarters due to lack of active utilities. That's not good, but I don't believe it. Yeah. Says how cool. Oh, not enough water, huh? Oh, that's why. Yeah, lack of utilities. This is probably overkill, but yeah, soft drinks, nice. So, I mean, whatever. We'll get money for the same thing we've already got an investor in. Let's sponsor, because we're probably going to set up a deal soon or whatever, but you know, it doesn't cost anything. Yeah, the money's irrelevant to us, so we'll get a golf club sponsorship. Oh, that's not hooked up. And yeah, so we were getting the loaders in. So let's get out. Probably just gonna have a whole bunch of road loaders. I think that's just all we'll need. Okay. So yeah. And then our bottles and corn syrup. So we're saying we're gonna probably aim for 3 of these and get a manager. It's annoying, gotta find each time. Bottles, corn syrup. Why don't you fit? Do I go this way? Sure. Okay. And then yeah, let's start. Try to find a manager. I think we've run out of consultants and whatnot. Not that have the. We're looking for competitive because that's the production one, and we've sort of run out. Oh, and then you have to scroll all the way down. It's very annoying. So yeah, we might actually just need the other competitive. All right, so Warren Day maybe. Yeah, daily production. All right, Warren Day. Do you want to come join us? Do you want to give up your job as CEO? All right, manager of food production, Warren Day, please, if he'll allow. See, so yeah, I can't. There's no explanation of why I can't poach him. Right here for some reason. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I guess yeah, because I feel like taking the hey, send me 3 candidates is a very it might or might not work. Really will. Okay, so get that road in. Okay, so we're gonna need like 4 setups of deliveries here. So do I just go with the full? Worried about the corn syrup, actually, I will say. We might have to buy some extra. I mean, we are full of corn syrup, to be fair, but yeah, got like 2,000 corn syrup. Does seem unlikely. Alright, screw it. Let's okay, let's set up. We'll set up as if we're getting 4 factories. So, corn syrup from alcohol to oh, gotta wait for the loaders. They're built. It might just be that I had it highlighted before. Yeah. Okay. Corn syrup 8. Dyes 4. Dyes. Oh, we haven't even we haven't set up our whole chain, have we? Yeah, we haven't. We're not making dye. Can we make it right here in the plant? That would be awesome. Ooh. Soda is down. What? That's not good. Wait. Oh, no production for soda. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so in chemicals, yeah, we can make the dye. So we just don't have the tech. Yeah. Alright, that's perfect. We're already overflowing in chemicals. Dye. So how many do we need? There's 2 dyes. We were saying we wanted 4 ideally. Okay. Oh. I mean, it really doesn't matter at this point, but research always seems nicer. Alright, you find anyone competitive for me? No, you didn't. I mean, it does like mineral timber loading +10, labor leader, mines, farms, chemical facilities, mines, farms, and chemical and furnaces. So that's none of that, right? So that's sort of like anything that's like raw material or kind of like that intermediate product. Yeah. So I mean, I can keep searching, but I mean, I also assume it's searching through. It's searching like the candidates that actually exist. So like if they literally don't exist in our connections, then you know. Okay, so let's get that going. Let's actually, we're gonna pause these guys because we don't have the materials we need anyway. We'll even turn off this. Okay, so that'll make us 4 dyes. So what else do we need? 4 bottles. So I think we'll find out, but like, yeah, so bottles from our factory there. I think we're fine on that, but yeah. And then finally, paper, which we are just gonna buy, was the plan. Did we ever find a paper person? Okay, 1 paper guy. Now you can sell paper. Yeah, we never found someone. Okay, fine. So, we'll go to lunch with you. We have a lot of influence with you. And looking for someone to make paper. Okay. Lunch. And can buy paper from you. Okay, so let's buy 4 paper. Okay, 2 is the best you'll do. So let's see if we can also find another paper person. Paper company, paper production. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Just intro me. Oh. Don't need to increase influence. Got so much. Okay. You though we'll go to lunch with, and then you also sell paper. Yeah. What's your problem? Lack of people as usual. Not luxury houses, that's not good. So we need... Oh my god, have we run out of space? City expansion. Oh. Decline that. Okay. I want to build small houses. Okay. And let's just go ahead and then... Why can't we upgrade the... City must have small houses. Small houses. Okay. Yeah. Now large houses. And then let's make those apartment buildings. Okay. Buying our paper. So that's bringing in a little over 2.5. We need another guy, which we have to wait for salesman to get back. Come on. Where are you? There you are. Competitive. 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 No. Labor leader. Mineral and timber loading. No. Material mastery. No. Alright, we'll try again. Paper. Buy. Another. Actually, so the last guy. Oh, I can't see the contract annoyingly. This one is exactly 2.4, and what, the other one was 1.6, because that would do it. That would amusingly do it. No, 2.4. So it's like, oh, but 4.8 is fine. Okay, let's do that. All right. So now let's go ahead and set up the paper delivery from headquarters. Okay. I think that's everything. So we have some corn. We don't yet have dyes. Oh yeah, we're not sending the dyes over. Should be making them, but dye over here. 4. Okay, so we should start seeing dyes show up. There's our paper. There's the dye. Okay, so we have bottles, dyes, and corn. We don't have any paper. Where's our paper purchase order? 8 days. 20 days. I didn't realize that was so far away. Alright, well, we'll get some in the coming week. Wow, yeah. It's annoying to... Always need to do that too. Set up the buying first. Alright. Yeah, so this is... Yeah, let's just get our paper. We won't be able to turn on all the factories, but might as well. Alright, there's some paper, so we'll turn you on. Actually, we can turn all of them on. And we never did find... So we never did find the manager, did we? So we're going to actually have to build another one. Because you just can't rely on the fact that manager will ever show up. Alright, so they'll get built. And looks like we've made our first set of soft drinks. So we're making 16 soft drinks. So let's just start that contract up. And we don't know anyone to sell to. Never did get another trade show even with that thing running. Food company. Okay. Intro me to someone for soft drinks. Go to lunch. And just sell what we can. 5, it's fine. 5.5. And what's the goal? It's just to produce, I think, not to sell. Oh no, we need a large contract, so it's going to take a while. Have to run through it, essentially. Alright, and then... Contract ready to go. How long does it take? Not paper. It's like... Yeah, like next time you can actually renegotiate. I think we should set up another... I mean, yeah, we should find another soft drink. Yeah, so that's about 10. Still nowhere close. Oh, let's make sure we're delivering it. Always forget that one. Over to headquarters. Okay. Alright. Oh. Is it going to make it over there in time? No. Of course it won't. That would be ridiculous. Oh, what is going on here? Potash. Unavailable storage. So yeah, this is making soda so quickly, even though we're definitely using some of the soda. I wonder if we should... I mean, I guess it doesn't matter as long as... Yeah, I don't think it matters, honestly. Now, what did I say I was going to use the gas for? I feel like maybe we were going to make plastic or something. We were going to make our own plastic, but instead... Oh, we didn't need plastic and we did paper. Because we were doing bottles, yeah. We actually have like a pump that isn't even running because we don't need that much water. Yeah. Yeah, so this is why the electric fluctuates, because we have one gas turbine plant that, you know, we're burning the gas we make, but we don't burn it that frequently. Oh, I haven't seen this ever. Wow. Yeah, we'll pay you 10 grand. Yeah, so never seen a VP want to resign before. I mean, it makes sense. I'm surprised it's only just come up. Yeah, it looks like we're fine. I mean, just everything's over storage, but as long as contracts are fulfilling. So I think now literally all we're waiting on is we need to get a good enough relationship with our soft drink relationships. So at some point, you know, we can go, yeah. So we need more influence, but we can go like, so Olympus Louise. I don't know when. Oh my god, there's so many Olympuses. So Louise, like, yeah, we can go. So new contract cost. Let's just get the massive gain in influence. Okay, so curious what that is. So it's 19 right now. 34, so 15. It adds 15. But yeah, so, you know, I'm not sure if that's going to help us, like how quickly we're able to up the shipment. Yeah, it's more about the deliveries. Like, so we need one more delivery of small, and then we can get to medium. Meanwhile, let's do Lion Alvin as well. We'll also go. We did. That's fine. Do the other one. Still gave us more influence. So, yeah. It said like we took him on a thing, but we didn't. What it meant is we and then yeah, we could. I mean, we really don't need to now, but oh, I never thought about that too. The geology, that's more for mines, not for. Yeah, we never did get a manager for here. So what we can do is staff able to meet several new companies. So this is the. We'll get new corporate contracts out of this effort. That's for things we already produce. So that's just random. Whereas with the sales guy, we can say, hey, I want more soft drinks. I want to sell more soft drinks. So he'll go find us another. This investor thing keeps coming up, but there are no additional investors. All right, I think we're at the point where... Oh, he's off on the trade show now. All right, speed time. So we're at the hour mark, but there's no reason not to just finish this off. got back. No, he's at the thing. Alright. We've now met Clifford Allen Logan. Let's go to lunch with you. And it sounds like you also, yeah, we can sell you soft drinks. So I don't think we're going to need it. I mean, we are probably stocking up on soft drinks, but it's only about the contract right now. Alright, so let her do one more shipment, I suppose. Alright. And then, yeah, let's move this up. So how are we doing on balance there then? Let's let that run a day. So did we go over? No, making 16, we're at 12 is the claim. Well, that's all we're sending out. I don't know if from a contract perspective. So from a contract perspective, I wish it put the averages here. 43 divided by 9, 4.7. That's nice. So actually that's 14. Yeah, so let's up the delivery. We'll just up that to the 16. And yeah, we were saying if we were running out of that, I actually almost want to just let him. Just leave it. So I just paused it for a bit. We're just kind of gradually getting to that large contract, requirement. I did just get another investor come in that is looking for aluminum. I think we are producing that much. I'll go ahead and he won't even fund us. It's kind of funny. But I guess it gives you the technology, which we've long had. But I feel like if I fulfill him, we'll probably just win the scenario. But it feels like we've come too far to win the scenario from that. So we're very close to just getting into our large contract. Two more deliveries. So looks like 3 days, and I think they're on the 9-day schedule. So 12 more days, we should be able to move to a large contract and finish this off. We had a glass production issue, but like a furnace fire, but I think we've way overstocked on well, that's sand, but yeah, I'm not too concerned about the small hits to production for the time frame. Things are running a bit crazy slow. And actually looked at the glass factories. See, they're sort of looks like they're solar panels, but I don't know if that's they're also just glass. Yeah. Constantly get those like now completely inconsequential swap research for money or vice versa. So I'm not changing any contracts. Another trade show showed up. I don't think it doesn't matter. We've got the contacts we need. Like I said, we're just trying to rush through this now. So, oh, I just see a shipment is about to go. There it goes. So we should be able to get to large. Yep, there we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and we'll do the largest one, and we'll just turn off the small one. But I don't think it's gonna matter because I think there it goes. There we go. IPO. I made enough progress. Yep. Okay. And there we go. All right. Not too bad. That was quite a fun one. I enjoyed learning about the farming side of things. I guess let's pick this before we end here. So, you can only bring 3, so it kind of doesn't matter. Like, again, I really like the competitive guys. Actually, this nervous, yeah, this one was good. She's both nervous and competitive, which makes her really good for cancelling out the accident chance. Always good to have the research guys. I guess the higher level ones would make sense, even though sometimes it's not that interesting. Like, he's pretty good, right? Yeah, he's good for contracts early, which is what you want early. I think I already have a good researcher. Yeah, like I said, you can only take 3, so really having all these random... And Jessie Haley, we already have her. Like, so now it's even asking us to promote the people we already have in our global headquarters, which is a bit also stupid. uh, yeah, I don't know. All right, let's just take that. And then again, I tend to only use the corporate strategy that gets you extra research. Should really try something else, I'm sure, but sure, let's take the purchasing lands cheaper. So we got 500,000 in our reserves, got the 700 extra points to take in. I'm just gonna hit continue just for a second. Let's just like close this out. Well, I really we don't need to, but for OCD purposes, let's cancel this contract because the other one is basically you know, hitting our production cap anyway. But yeah, thank you very much for joining. So this is like how our industry looked at the end there. Curious, like if the traffic looks too insane. I suppose you can see here. Not really, because you know there is a truck leaving for every loading, I believe. But nothing looks like it got too, you know, overflowing from a road traffic perspective. Yeah, we had massive power plants going. Yeah, shame there's not a pollution mechanic. Like you've got to have maybe the power plants further away. Or I guess in the end, the city is pretty far away from everything. You know, we just haven't tended to move over there. All right, well, hope you enjoyed. And I don't know what we'll be doing next run, but we'll have something ready. So I will see you next time.